What's going on, Menace Militia? It is another episode of Market Menace Trading, and it is going to be a wild one. Took a couple hours nap, haven't been feeling the best, and when I woke up, apparently it was Crypto Armageddon. So, a whole lot going on with these charts. A whole lot of things are happening. Huge pullbacks. I was warning everybody in my Facebook group over at Cool Nerd Crypto. Man, I was warning everybody about this pullback down to about the 70 range. We actually overshot that by about 4 cents as of right now. The reason that I was worried about that, and this is XRP, the reason that I was talking about that was because we had this huge imbalance down here. And I mean, it's as a general rule of thumb, like you can't have a rally of 104% without having a monster pullback. But I think the area that we pulled back to is actually really interesting. If I run the inverse Fibonacci on this, and I go from the breakout to the swing high, then I can see that we are actually inside of the golden pocket right now. And we are also filling or mitigating that huge fair value gap here. So very, very important area. If XRP does not hold this, understand that you can expect that we are probably going to come to test some of these other key areas down here, potentially even as low as 57. I think would be a decent target to the downside, but who knows? I mean, it depends on how fast that momentum is gathered. And this move right here, I mean, this took place over the course of what, 2 hours, 3 hours? Yeah, 3 hours, not even. Coming up on the end of this hourly close. A little hesitation here. Very, very choppy. Extremely dangerous to trade. I did try to take a long. Read it about 68. And it just, I could not stay in the trade. I only tried one time. And then I was like, okay, well, clearly this needs to chop around and form a little better structure. I thought maybe we were starting to get some decent structure to the upside over here on the 1 minute, but I mean, as of right now, we're really not. Like we don't have a market structure shift. I thought that we were about to. We don't have a market structure shift. We don't have a taking out of any significant swing highs. I mean, XRP is not showing any strength. The only thing that it is showing right now that could indicate some sort of a reversal is the fact that it's putting in these higher lows right here. I mean, but that's not much. I mean, it can't even get above its own 21 exponential on the 1 minute chart. So until this starts taking out at least, I mean, at a minimum, this right here, 70, I mean, it's pretty much untradeable. I mean, taking a short isn't necessarily a bad idea here. I mean, it does look like it's rolling over a little bit, and there is a little bit more of that fair value gap to mitigate, but not much. Very, very, very difficult trade here. So that looks like that. So a failure there is very likely going to result in a push down, but it's actually a pretty decent short setup because I can go right here with a target to the downside. I'm actually sizing up a short right now. I want to see if I want to take it. And I think I do. It's going to be small. It's going to be small. I promise. Because, like, I mean, there's no way. Did we get it? Did not get it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it, honestly. It's moving way too fast. We're doing a really small one here. I'm going to do, like, 10,000 XRP or something like that. Sell side liquidity sweep there. Might be giving me another chance here. We'll see. Okay. Hopefully that ends up being rejection. If not, I'm probably going to get stopped before I can even get this in. 6905. Sure. Let's give it a shot. Close short. Oh, wow. That's instantly going to stop me out. Wow. Man. Like I said, choppy. Choppy, choppy, choppy. That's a pretty energetic candle right there. We are above those, but as of right now, we have not taken out that swing high yet. We haven't taken out a swing high yet. Man, it's in the zone that if it's going to reverse, it's going to do it here inside of this golden pocket and also inside of the, let me get rid of this, inside of that fair value gap. Man, dangerous trades. They definitely are. Wow. That seems to be holding that support temporarily. We've mitigated about 70% of this fair value gap here. RSI's buried, absolutely buried. 15-minute RSI is buried. Hourly RSI actually still has room to go to the downside. Wow. What a move. Volume is starting to increase, which is kind of confirming the downtrend more so than in any kind of reversal. It's tough. This is a tough trade. I want to take a short on it, but I don't know if I can justify it just yet. Like, it needs to get a lower low confirmed, which means it needs to take this out. And it is kind of holding that trend line right there. I mean, it's the bull. I guarantee you this: when it does grab traction, the bulls are gonna send this thing. Like they're gonna send XRP. I mean, taking out any one of these right here. I mean, there's a huge imbalance up here now, very very big, and that ends at 77, and it begins at 74.70. So, I mean, there's a big reason right there to attract the price to the upside. I mean, it's incredibly oversold at the moment. Wow. I mean, it's impossible to call. Let's be really honest here. TA is a great tool, but when you're dealing with an emotional market like this, good luck. Good luck. I mean, I wish that I had more to give you guys. Man, I want to take a short so bad on this. Like right there's a good opportunity. And I'm so tempted to do it. God, I think I want to try one more time. Just go a little smaller this time, I suppose. All right, we'll try. I'll try one last time. $68.76 is going to be the trigger price. Close the short. And we will, I'll give this one a shot. I mean, my target is going to be here at 65.17, 65.19. I'm going to have to take that out. Looking for the bearish break of structure, actually, at this point, and that's going to be here. I mean, so far, the bulls have failed in every way to set a new high. So I don't really have a choice but to be bearish here. Let's see. Okay, so I'm risking about 73 on the trade. I mean, I had to go smaller. It's a 20x levered short with $273, but it's so damn choppy. I mean, I'm going to be honest. It's tough to have hope for this one. Man, you want to talk about a fake out. That's a fake out right there. That's an ankle breaker, and that's going to stop. Bang. Yikes. Get him out of here. Dude, it's rough. It's a rough market. So far, putting in higher lows here. Now, I'm trying to see if there's been any other style stair step. And there really hasn't. Maybe there a little bit. Not like that, though. This is actually the kind of structure you want to see. I'm looking for a bullish break of structure or some sort of a market structure shift. That's an equal high. That's pretty much the first time we've done that. The one that needs to be taken out is here. This is going to be the market structure shift right here at the top of this, basically at 70. Taking a long before this is, frankly, begging to get absolutely annihilated. Man. frankly, honestly, this is kind of untradeable. These are the types of situations you want to avoid, is trying to trade in markets like this when it's, so hesitant. Finding a good entry is so difficult. Man, I feel like it wants to pump. I really do. I feel like it wants to rip. Let me look at the depth chart and see what that's looking like. The bulls are there, man. All right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm going to say it right now. I think the bias is switching. And I think we're actually going to reverse. So I am going to do my best to get into this at a decent price. There's a bullish break of structure right there. Looking for a bit of a retest. I cannot go that big. All right, I got to scale it down. 9,100, I suppose. Yeah. From where? All right, let's do it. One shot. $68.70. All right, we're going to try. We're going to try here. We're going to try for a long. God, I have this horrible feeling like I should have gone bigger here. 318. I got 9,100. 9,181 XRP on this trade. So, I mean, honestly, I don't even know what that is offhand. Yeah, I wish Mexi would tell me. I mean, it's almost a market structure shift. It will be up here. We're about to retest the top of the fair value gap. This is the first time we've done this. Get ready. Get ready. Up 61 on the trade. It's so freaking volatile, for God's sake. I can't even justify moving this yet. I'll just re-enter if it does. I'm not trying to take any more chances here than necessary. God, I had this horrible feeling like I should have gone bigger. Like I did about a half-size trade on this just because it's so freaking choppy. Maybe I'll be able to sell at a decent price point later. That's challenging what would be considered the market structure shift, and that would be right there at the top of the pattern. So I'll go ahead and I'll mark that yellow. Got to get above that, hold support. I mean, I'm telling you, those bulls, they're excited. They want to buy this. They want to send this to the moon because they know that it's capable now of going to 96. So, I mean, that's a huge, huge move. I mean, the move we just had today was gigantic. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is like right at 30K. I'm going to be honest, though. I don't think XRP has anything to do with Bitcoin right now. I think they couldn't be further apart. Like XRP generally doesn't really have a correlation to Bitcoin that's as tight as most of the other cryptos. Man. I will put that one time below this. Below those moving averages. That's it. Gonna have to get the support. If we get supported here, there's actually a pretty good case to get that continuation up. And actually, this isn't, there are no imbalances here. Like, that was actually a very efficient move. All of those, what would have been a big fair value gap here got closed on this pullback. So, I mean, as of right now, there's actually nothing pulling the price down. So this actually has a pretty good reason to get that push up. I could feel that there was something happening here. But again, there's no confirmation of this until we break this, until we get that market structure shift. But I will say this over and over again. We've gotten these sell side liquidity sweeps on these candles here. That's a market structure shift. We need to hold it, though. We need to get above it. That's the first time that we have taken out any swing highs during this entire dump. So now there's a good reason for this to push now. Get ready. Gonna need to get that continuation. Just to be clear, if this does rip, it's gonna push really, really hard. Yeah, I mean, that could happen in just a few seconds. I mean, moves that used to take weeks for XRP are happening in minute to minute right now. Like even this move right here, going from 67.73 to 68.51, like that's a full 24-hour move for XRP on average for like the last 2 years. Like this is crazy, man. Super volatile, super dangerous. All right, I mean, we're testing the top of the fair value gap right now. We are over 70. Gonna have to hold that. We have challenged the market structure, but we have not broken it yet. I mean, we broke it, but we didn't get any support. We should try it one more time. But if we don't break it very quickly, it's going to get absolutely smashed. Because that's just the beginning. The real one that needs to be taken out is going to be this up here at 71.85. If we do not break this, and I mean now, like in the next 30 seconds and get support, which it looks like we really want to do, I mean, this is going to get smashed down. And I am not going to be here for that. I am not taking any more L's in a choppy ass market. I'm up 89 on this trade already anyways. That's nice. Come on, give me the bullish break of structure. There it is. There's the bullish break of structure right there. We challenged it. I think it's going to push. This is moving out of the fair value gap in and covering this fair value gap. That's pretty important. That was a nice candle. Get ready. Hold it. Hold it. Push. Bro. Good girl. Go. Someone outside screaming. Good luck. Sound like Ric Flair outside. That's not good. Retested the 9 EMA maybe. This is a 1 minute chart, man. This is good structure to the downside. That was a great sell side liquidity sweep. Higher lows. We did take out the swing high, all these swing highs here. We have challenged this. That's a good candle, that little red candle. It's going to push. It's going to push. Close this gap right here. It pretty much did already. This little gap here on the 1 minute, that needs to get closed. It almost did. This whole area right here is a nasty little order block. Come on, get supported on that fair value gap. I'm not going to give this the chance. Oh wait, I already got my stop loss adjusted. Never mind. It's not a good wick. Maybe retesting 70. It's got to hold 70. And it's got to have a bottom wick. Because if it doesn't, well, you get the idea. Push. Come on, push. I'm looking at the order book. I'm telling you, the bulls are there. Like, it's not even close. I mean, there's 842,000 XRP on the Bears order book, and there's 2 million on the Bulls order book. But it's who's winning up front that matters. And right now, the Bears, I don't know. It's flip-flopping 4-1 each direction. So, that's nice, actually. That's perfect. That's perfect. Now, ready? If you guys haven't figured it out by now, this is what I look for. Bullish breaks of structure. Higher highs, higher lows, support, breaking previous resistance. Be nice to turn this candle green, but I'll settle for it just holding support over the 9 exponential. Test it one more time, act like a little springboard, and pop up. Boing, boing, boing. Come on. And one final punch. High degree of difficulty. Going for no splash. Let's see if she is awarded by the judges. Oh, holding sevens across the board. One final punch on the springboard. The diver's up. Is it a belly flop? Is it a perfect dive? Looks like a little hesitation by the diver. Maybe Olympic jitters. It's a nice candle. Slightly higher low, holding the 9 EMA. Showing a lot of buying pressure, but not enough. That's a slightly lower low. Gotta hold it. Gotta hold it. Have to hold that 9 EMA right there. Gotta close above this, or on the next 1 minute candle, we are absolutely coming down here. That's not really a fair value gap there. 30 seconds to go. That needs to flip green. I'm telling you, the bulls are there. Like they're waiting. Like you can't have a dump that hard and not get some sort of a rally. Now, I don't know if it's going to rush back to 96, but it's certainly possible. I mean, every bull wants to see it, I promise you that. That was a decent candle. We're also contending with the 100 exponential moving average here on the 1 minute chart too, so I mean, there's a lot going on there. A lot of resistance there. And it may very well just get rejected right here. I mean, this is a huge liquidity zone. There's a lot of stop losses up here. You know, I mean, it's the last time it was at this level, it dumped. You know, it dumped really hard. So, I mean, it stands to reason that if it returns to that level, you know, it could absolutely push down. But the difference here is the fair value gap. If we fill the fair value gap, which we pretty much have, and it holds, which so far it has, then we should, as long as we can get out of the top of it again, which I actually think we're going to. I do think we're going to get that push up here, and I think we're going to get that bullish break of structure. Not before getting some sort of a scare wick, I'm sure. Some sort of a quick pull down that's going to stop me out down to that moving average, which I actually don't want to do. Here we go. I shouldn't have moved it. It's going to stop me no matter what I do. It's going to push right through that because look where my stop loss is. It's at the top of these moves here. So hopefully the bulls will step in and save me. I mean, wow. The front of that order book is crazy. I wonder if I think I should be able to show that to you guys actually. Hang on 1 second, all right? I just got to do a little adjustment real quick. Just 1 second. There we go. So if you look at the order book over here, I mean, like, this is where it matters up front. You can see that the bears are at 180,000. Well, not anymore. And you see how violent it's flip-flopping back and forth like that. Like, I mean, as the price moves, whatever orders are at the next price are going to move up or back, depending on where the price is. So what you want to see now, if you guys are unfamiliar with how to use the order book, I'll just give you a quick little summary here. If you're going long, you're going to want to see a heavier presence on the green side of this. Okay, so in this case, I can see it's 53 or so, 53% bulls versus bears. But what you want to see is these numbers going up right here. You want to see these getting bigger if you're going long. You don't want to see these pulling back. Like right now we're at 70. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see 89. I want to see 70.03, 70.09. But, I'm probably not going to get what I want here. Gonna head. It looks like we're starting to form a bit of resistance. Excuse me, a bit of a trend line back over here on the chart, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it could be a bad thing for me, but if we break it, it gives a clear sign that the bulls are starting to gain control again. Very similar to what we had here. So if, we can break this trend line, it should put us at least up to the yellow market structure shift here. So that's what I'm waiting to see if it's going to happen. My stop loss is right there. But it's okay. I mean, I'm not going to lose any money on this trade at all. But, it certainly would be nice to, I don't know, catch this before it just absolutely rips. What's crazy is that's a $50. I mean, I'm up $60 on the trade, and that's only, what, 0.004 cents, 6 cents, or 0.006 cents away from my entry. Oh, God, I can't wait to not be sick. That's going to be sweet. All right, it's about 3:30 now, 3:24, so we're about to get a 5-minute candle close. Let's look at that. I mean, we can't even get above the 9 exponential and the 20. We're barely above the 21 exponential. So, I mean, I'm sure it's the 5 and the 3-minute that are giving us trouble. The 3-minute exponential, the 9 exponential on the 3-minute time frame is above my stop loss, the 5-minute. The 3-minute is actually starting to have a nice convergence there. Looks like we're starting to set up a golden cross, which is when a lighter weighted moving average crosses over another one, and I'm trying to see if we've done that at any other point. We haven't done that since we pushed down. So that's actually a really good sign. Yeah, at least on the 3-minute we have not done that. Have we done it on the 5-minute? We haven't even gotten close on a 5-minute. This is the best chance so far that XRP has shown for reversals since initiating the dump about 3.5 hours ago. It's not a good candle. Bit of a head fake there. What I'm hoping is that there's a bunch of short stop losses here on this trend line now. And actually, I guarantee you there's a big chunk of stop losses up here, and I want a bank to target them. I want that price to return to that liquidity and take it out. But there's definitely more liquidity to grab down here than there is up here. So if I'm a bank, I'm actually going to be targeting down here, to be perfectly honest with you. That's not going to hold. Yep. Okay. Choppy. Did I get the bounce? Look how close it is. Y'all see that? Damn, look at that. 69.58 is my stop loss. 69.59. I literally could not have been closer. Like it's actually impossible to have been closer. Don't worry. She'll be coming back around. She always does. Violent. Really, really violent. Super choppy. To be honest, this was a stupid trade. I should not have taken it. I hadn't even gotten my market structure shift confirmation. I kind of got faked out a little bit. It looked like it was going to happen. And I did. I mean, I bought here, right here on this little pullback, which is a fair value gap, but I mean, it's not really significant. That's a nice candle right there. Got to take out any one of these, preferably like this one and definitely this one. That's nice. We don't want to see a top wick on this one. We want just a flat-faced top here on this candle. I'm zoomed way in. Crazy. Still up 64 on the trade as of right now, but I mean down here it's not 64, it'd be like $30 or something, which is fine. Any trade that you don't lose money on is a good trade. Any trade you make money on is a great trade. And any trade you make the kind of gains I had yesterday on a trade is legendary, if I may say so for myself. I had a couple huge moments yesterday. I mean, not just like the gains. Like I had a couple stop losses that like I placed in the middle of like a 1 minute candle forming because it was just pumping so hard. And when it pulled back, I had one that was very similar to this moment right here where it like pulled down and I thought for sure I was getting stopped. Oh man, there's no way I don't get stopped here. Has to set a higher low, has to hold that right there or this is going to probably drop pretty hard. Trying to see if there's any kind of support here, but there's not really any point in drawing it. I mean, I have this here, but that's not very good. We'll see if it holds. We'll see. I am protected by that, actually. Barely, if you want to call that protected. I also have the 50 exponential moving average here, too, but I don't really see that holding. I mean, if the 9 and the 21 don't hold, I mean, usually the 50 is not going to hold either. Crazy, man. Crazy, crazy day. Crazy couple of days. I really wish I hadn't taken a nap because I would have loved to have shorted Bitcoin and XRP. Bitcoin is, I mean, I think it's down like 1,300 on the day, down 4.1%. Right now, yeah, 30,141. Yikes. I only glanced at the Bitcoin chart, but what I saw didn't convince me that dump was over. But it has come back a little bit. I think when I looked at it, it was at 30,090 or something like that. This is having a really difficult time getting above that moving average there, and if it doesn't do it, yeah, well. Okay. I really don't know what to make of this one, to be honest with you. There are no imbalances down here that need to be filled. It makes me feel like this is just a sell-side liquidity sweep. It's still holding above the previous swing highs here. It's very close. So, where could it go? Right there, maybe? I mean, that kind of makes sense. I feel like there's going to be a sell-side look. I want to be in the trade when it goes. I really do. All right, this is really the last one. And I'm going to go just a little bit bigger this time. Go 13,000 XRP. Is that an equal low? It is an equal low. Open. Okay. All right, last try. We'll see. Very tight stop. Very tight. 69.31. If it'll click on it. Just want to below that liquidity there. Right there. And let me see what that is. 6904. 87. Okay, it's not bad. I guess that'll do for now. What I'm trying to avoid is a sell-side liquidity sweep that grabs me. RSI does not agree with my decision. Okay, hopefully that's the sell side liquidity sweep and we get the push. It's the break of the trend line. I'm hoping that that is basically the same thing that happened here. And I hope that it causes the rally. I mean, even so, even that right there is still higher than this swing high here. And right now we're still higher than this swing high. And we're above the candle bodies of these swing highs. So, I mean, if it's going to rally, it's going to do it now. If it doesn't do it right here, like legitimately, like within like the next like 5-10 minutes, that's nice, actually. That is exactly what I want to see. Now I would just like it to be a little taller. With no top wick. Certainly not a red candle. That's decent. I'll take it. Now we need a bullish engulfing. Just like that. And we need to get above this. I'm hoping that that's what it took. Cannot get it rejected by that again. Cannot. Need a nice bullish engulfing candle, preferably one that takes out this swing high here. That's at 69.89. Got 25 seconds to do it. Okay. Breakout. Do it. Do it. Push. No top wick. Come on, man. Rolling ankles. That's what that is. That is rolling ankles. Not a bad candle, though. At least it's above these moving averages. Now we just need to close a candle, another candle that shows it being supported on those moving averages. Wow. Hyper volatile. I hate trading in moments like this. I really do. Because you'll get chewed up like little by little, small little trades at a time, in hopes that you get an entry into a really powerful move. That is not good. Gotta set a higher low. Has to. Hopefully it holds here. Right there. Get back inside of that trend line. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. That's not good. That's not good. I think it's a failure. Still, it's above these. What are you holding? What are you not holding? You're holding that? Okay. What's the backup? Here? Wow. I may have misdrawn that trend line there. There did seem to be some strong interaction with it, but maybe instead... Oh, I don't need that anymore. That actually makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. touch, 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 sell side liquidity sweep, explosion. Which means when this comes down, it's going to sweep my liquidity. It's going to sweep my stop loss if it comes back down and tests that trend line. So actually, this does have a few more minutes worth of consolidation before it's going to dump. I think this is the primary trend line here for the support here on the 1 minute. But I mean, honestly, all of this doesn't really mean anything until we start taking some of these out. Like, we have to get back up. RSI is not bad. The RSI here is pretty much where it was here on this move. Okay, we've returned to my entry. It's good. We are testing this. That's what's going to have to break. At least there is a clear downtrend, descending resistance there, because at least it gives us something to visually break. We are above this cluster of moving averages. We don't have much longer. A decision is going to have to be made here. I feel like it wants to be supported on these. I feel like the bulls are trying to buy it on those moving averages. But, I mean, for now, the bears are still completely in control. Like, I'm early. I'm super early in this trade. Honestly, I'm too early. To be perfectly honest, I should not have taken this trade until we had support over this. But we kind of see this a lot, actually, where, Bitcoin does this a lot, too, where it'll set a high, it'll come down, and then, like, chop around and just set a few higher lows first, challenge the market structure shift, and then pull back down to some of the other areas, and then get the break. That actually happens a lot. Yeah. I don't think... I know that on the chart it hasn't given me my exact confirmation, but I do feel like XRP has probably bottomed. At least initially. Okay, are we going to maintain this tiny little trend line here? We might. Which isn't necessarily bad, but that does tell me that we're done with this. Let's see if it holds. It's definitely getting interacted with. A little bit of a bounce there. None of this matters if we can't get above and get supported on these moving averages. I do like that they're kind of clustered like that, though, because that way all it takes is one move and it'll push right through them. But on the flip side of that, it also means that this little area is very strong. It was broken here, though. It was broken to the upside for the first time during the downtrend in this area. So it's showed weakness before. Yeah, that's not good. If we don't get that bounce soon. That is a clear downtrend. That is a clear, very clear channel. Descending, broadening wedge. I'm right in the fire zone for that. Like, man, this is tough trading, man. This is difficult to trade, for sure. All I can hope for is that the ascending level of support there will continue to hold. That's all I can hope for. And that I don't get a sell-side liquidity sweep. But I gotta tell you, I'm not very hopeful of that. I mean, a sell-side liquidity sweep on this trend line makes perfect sense. I mean, that's what it did here. That's what it sort of did here. And it would make sense because it would touch this trend line one more time. Let's see. Are we at the golden pocket? Well, at least I have that. At least on the inverse Fibonacci, I have the golden pocket here. So that's offering me some protection, but it doesn't really mean anything. Not yet. Have we broken it on the way up here? I mean, I know that we did, but I kind of want to see how. So initially, this was the measurable target. Huge interaction with the golden pocket, breakout, support. Continued to do that, continued to get supported. Okay, then it rallied up here. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, that failed. Right there, that failed, so. Volume is way down. It's pretty normal, actually. I don't think we're going to get a break until we touch this trend line. I just don't. Give me some protection by the order block. 68, 69. 135. Well, I'd be risking 135 by moving my stop loss here. It gives me the best level of protection, though. And if I'm going to get chopped up, I'm probably going to lose at least 2 or 3 more trades before I get the move that I'm actually looking for. Unless hope is a dangerous thing in crypto. Ruh-roh. Let's go. Push. Gotta break this. More importantly, have to set a new high before this, before this comes back down. We have to set a new high there. Well, that's a gross candle. That is the opposite of what you want to see. That's a buy-side liquidity sweep, by the way. Oh, yeah. Flip a coin. Do I have a coin? I will flip my Bitcoin. Heads, I keep my stop loss where it is. Tails, I put it at, 68.82. Tails it is. Send it. Tuck tail and run. Is that what that is? All right. 68, 69. That was probably a huge mistake. If I hadn't moved that just now, it would have gotten stopped. At that exact moment. I missed that by about 3 seconds. There's the sell side liquidity sweep with the test of the trend line. I swear to God, if the coin flip just made me, let's say this rally's still 80 cents right now, and that coin flip makes me $1,000, I'm gonna be so happy. So, a push up to here again. One more sell side liquidity sweep like we had here. That one should be a little less deep though, right about here. at 69.16. Okay. I mean, we're still putting in higher lows. Which, of course, I mean, we're going to continue to put in higher lows until we take this low out. So, I mean, any movement up here is kind of irrelevant. I do think we're going to get that pushed down to like right here. 69.16. I'm calling it right now. I'm going to mark it. I'm going to pull this down just a little bit. 69.16. No? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with not pushing back down there. All right, put you back then. Okay. If it's going to rip, it's going to do it now. Because there's nowhere else to go. I mean, if it fails to get this breakout right now, then it's coming down here. I mean, if that happens, I mean, I'm selling here. I'm not gonna let that go all the way down there. I was just trying to avoid the initial drop. So I'm gonna bring this back up. I mean, there's nothing holding this price down anymore. Like that. I mean, there's nothing pulling it down here. There's no fair value gaps that are of any significance. I mean, maybe below this, the big one here that we're trading inside of right now, but I don't know. Got to get supported on those moving averages, or this is a done deal. We're at my entry. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that we've pushed here and not instantly taken this out. That kind of shows a little weakness. But if we can close a candle without even touching these moving averages, I think that's kind of bullish. It's going to be very close though. "25 seconds is a lifetime." There's the touch, the retest. Cough drop, man. Damn. Sorry for my voice, guys. Like, I got a nasty little chest cold right now. That's decent. But now we need a bullish engulfing candle to the upside. We need a greed candle. Or at least to set a higher low. We are not even close to out of the woods here. Retest of the trend line again. I will say this. Sell side liquidity sweep. And then we took out this swing high here. But not taking this one out is a big deal. Like, that's going to scare people. Okay, bit of a retest on the trend line. Not terrible. Gotta close this candle green. Preferably over this candle here. Gotta get that bullish break of structure. Gotta set a new high. It's so close. It's trying. We took out that high. Bears want a piece of this so bad. Bulls are big up front in the order book. 106,000 versus 25. No, never mind. Versus 200. Gotta hold support here. That was a decent candle. These are the ones you want to see. Like candles like this one, where like it just kind of comes down and touches the moving averages and then instantly bounces. And if it can take out this high here and has no top wick, that's very bullish. That will inspire the bulls. Even if it doesn't take this one out right away. Just seeing a bullish candle, which is, you know, like a long wick to the downside, holding support here, never getting below it, and it holding, and then having no top wick. Which means this candle needs to get up to 69.70 to do that. Otherwise, it's going to be more chop. Yeah. Not bad. That's the first time that we've came down and tested it without pushing below it, though. That's good. I think we have a chance to rally here. Okay, not bad. I think we're going to go ahead and make an attempt on this swing high here. 69.79. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to. Now, are we going to break it? I think we test it in the next 10 seconds or so. Yes, there it is. And there's the break. So now we got to get above the 100 moving average, and we have to take out the swing high, which we just did. Now we have to break the 100, which we just tested and broke. Okay, now we need continuation. We need aggression here from the bulls, big time. Got to break 70 now. Key psychological area, 70. Got to get above it. There we go. That's nice. That's nice. I will mitigate. Because at this point, if we pull back, I mean, it's done anyways. So that's a re-challenge of the market structure shift. I'm putting this here below these liquidity. Basically below this order block. And below this, because I still don't trust it. Gross candle, hold over 70. That is a retest of the market structure shift. Definitely going to have to get over that. If we do get over it, we're going to probably challenge 70.62. And in my opinion, probably set or have that bullish break of structure. But we got to break that yellow line there. I didn't think that this trade was going to be successful. And it still might not be. I mean, I'm only up 70 on it. It's actually been a very choppy day. I'm down like 350 on the day, actually, just from these little tiny trades. I gotta leave here in 15 minutes. So, no matter what. I'm hoping that I get to record this reversal rally, because it would be one hell of a call. Because, I mean, I'm so early in this trade. I mean, it still hasn't confirmed a reversal at this point. But that is a nice breakout from that trend there. Trying to hold support over the 100, pretty normal. Apparently going to retest the 9 exponential, not very normal. There is an imbalance here. I only want to see 50% of it get filled. I do not want to see that entire thing. Damn. After all that, you're just going to sell side liquidity sweep me, knock me out of the trade. After all that, huh? After all we've been through. Cold. Oh, man. Get out of here. You're really going to come down to this trend line. Ugh, gross. That's not good. That is not a good rejection on that market structure shift. If we don't get an immediate reattack, I'm smoked. I'm not risking much here, though. Not really. 69.35. What is that? $40, $44, whatever. I mean, it's not nothing. Those little trades, man, they add up. Like losing $40 at a time, $60 here, $80 here, $30 here. They add up quick. You know, you do 5 or 6 of those in a row without a successful trade. I mean, you're going to be down $200-$300 easy. That's a shitty way to start your day. What's crazy is after all of that, I still think XRP is going to reverse. Because, I mean, it's trying to get out of this I mean, there's a lot here. Like, the reason that this is even resistance is because it's the top of the fair value gap that it's trying to break back out of. So volatile right now. You grab that already? I am not in a good spot here. I'll get below these. And that's the best I can do. I'm not willing to take a loss beyond that. That's like $60 right there. So choppy markets, man. We have an imbalance here. Unfortunately, before that imbalance can get closed, we have to break back above the 100 exponential there, which is doable, but harder. Gotta get above 70. Be nice to close this candle above 70. Okay, not bad. Now we have to hold the 100. That fair value gap is closed right here. Completely mitigated, 100%. Step it up. Alright guys, unfortunately I have to end the video. I have somewhere I have to be at 4:30, and it's 4 o'clock, so I gotta get going. Thank you again for your time and attention. Always a pleasure to trade for the Menace Militia. I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care. Enjoy the wild ride, man. Like honestly, today's gonna be absolutely insane. Enjoy your time, guys. Take care.